Afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone is well. Hope we are good. What is happening? Hope you've had a great week and you're looking forward to the weekend. Well, depends what happens. It depends what happens over the weekend, let's be honest. But make sure you do not let Arsenal ruin your weekend. Remember that, people. Don't let football ruin your personal space. So here we are, people. We're nearly here. We're nearly our Judgment Day. Let's be honest, Judgment Day for Mikel Arteta. I know a few people will come over. I think Curtis had Turkish on, I believe, this afternoon. I don't even know if he's still on. Maybe they're still going over the game. I'm not sure. But again, each and every one of you, big respect for coming in the chat at the end of the week. I really do appreciate it. And we're just going to run over what we think the team is going to be, or what I think the team is going to be, what my team would be. And is this win or bust? A lot of people are saying, Fran, even if he loses, he's still not going to get the sack. I want to agree, but surely, as Dutch Valley would say, surely that if he lost against Norwich, come on now, surely he would be getting a sack. But like you say, the way the club is run at the minute, we do not know. Top form's in. Hope you're well, mate. Hendon Gooner's in. Hope you're well, mate. Good afternoon, Fran, and all watching in the chat. Like I said, people, hope that you've had a great week. And we're not going to, I don't think we're going to, let's not go over, obviously, what Arteta, we've seen his press conference and all that stuff. Wasn't much to be admired, let's be honest. Everyone's fit now. Everyone's fit. He's now running out of excuses. Everyone is now fit. So there's no reason really for him to not win this game. Let's be honest. I think winning this game is an absolute must. I've got to be honest. It's absolute must, people. What we're on? We're on 2.4. Joe's saying 2.5 before the match tomorrow. Let's get to 2.5, people. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Also, John's coming. Yo, Fran, why does Arteta's system rely so much on individual players, i.e. for creativity? It's Odegaard. This is unsustainable and not a way to implement tactics. Well, I honestly thought, let me just quickly think, but I honestly thought that the way Arteta wants to play, it would be the way Pep. We've had in our mind that it's the way that he learned from Pep. He would want to get it off the back four. He'd want the back four to play into the midfielders, etc. So I thought that's how he wanted to play. But then when you look at, like what John has said, when you look at it, he's not bringing in the players to do that. So how does he want to play? It's interesting. You know, maybe he has an idea, but football can't be played that way. So it's a strange one. It really is a strange one. Dave's in the building. Dave Fox, he's put happy Friday, Fran, and the chat. Joe's put main man Xhaka is suspended, still haven't an excuse. And obviously Marco's coming. He's put good morning, Fran. Good morning from where, afternoon over here, morning from wherever you are around the world. So I appreciate each and every one of you. So for me, this is a must-win game. I think everyone is a must-win game. Surely no one is expecting us to lose this game. Would I be surprised? Probably not. But surely not. You don't want to lose this game. So he's come out in his press conference. Like we said, he said that he's got his team's basically going to be there. There's no Xhaka, obviously, for obvious reasons. I think Sambi may be injured, but he's going to have a very strong squad. If not, probably 95% of the squad that he wants to choose from for this game. We're at home. We're playing against Norwich. We're going to be struggling. We'll be struggling for most of the season. You've got all your so-called the players that you want in the squad ready, available to win this game. There is no excuses. I'm predicting a 3-1 in this game. I really am. But we'll get into it. So firstly, people, give me your score predictions. Give me your score predictions. And also let me know if this is win or bust. Do you actually think that if Arteta was to lose this game, and I don't want to start on a negative, but do you think if Arteta was to lose this game, do you think it is win or bust? Or do you think because of the project, because of what the money they've gave him, that he would still be in his position, etc.? What do you think? We're getting 3 1s in the chat. Dave's put 100% we should win this game. 100% we will. Perhaps not. I mean, I think definitely. I think it's a banker. with everything that's going on behind the scenes and with everything that's been going on with the Arsenal Football Club, I think that this is a banker. So I'm going to go for a 3-1. I would be disappointed even if Norwich score, but I'm going to go for a 3-1. To be honest, Chrissy's put the ball wasn't quite round. Norwich are better. Norwich, imagine the ball was wrong. It weren't the right weather. Smash the likes, people. I know a lot of you are probably coming over from the Curtis's channel because I think he had Turkish on, etc. I hope everyone is well, and that is going good for Curtis over on the other side. Aldo's put he'll be fired if they lose for sure. See, something tells me if they lost, he wouldn't. But let's just think about the win. Let's think about the win, okay? Win or bust, John is part with no excuses. He's been backed players as back as well. Top form YT. Endon's put he will be forced out of Arsenal if they lose, as the fans, players, and media will put too much pressure on the club. I mean, you got to have a tough back if you can withstand the pressure that he would get if he was to lose the game. But for me, I think it's going to be a banker. I think we'll win. But let's run on to it. I mean, this probably won't be a long stream. Let's do like a half an hour stream because pre-match is never a lot to speak about. It's also after them. It's always after the match. We've got a lot to speak about. And then we'll speak about the rest of the Premier League fixtures that might stand out as well. But let's concentrate on Arsenal first. Now, there's a few news with the striker maybe coming, but we've had all that kind of news if Aubameyang, whatever, was going to go. We've heard it all before. People are not going nowhere if they're on stupid money, and we can't seem to get rid of no one at all. So 3-1 I'm going to go for. Chris is going to go for a 1-0. I'm going to go for a 3-1, but let's go through the team. Let me just share my screen. Let me know if you would it would be any different for yourself. Here we are. Let's get this up. Here we are, people. Let's get rid of the thing behind the back. Here we are. That's what we're talking about. Right, people. So a lot of people are saying, Fran, would they go with Ramsdale? I don't think that I don't think that Leno has done anything to be dropped. So I think it would be harsh for Leno to be dropped because the last games, these games, he's had to save so many chances because we would have got absolutely battered, to be honest. So he's had to, like you say, he's kept us in the game. So I don't think that it would be fair to drop Leno because I don't think he's done anything wrong to I don't think he's done anything wrong to deserve getting the chop. So I'm going to go and goal. A lot of people have said Ramsdale, but I'm going to go wherever he is. I'm going to go Leno, okay? So I'm going to go Leno in goal. I think the others kind of pick themselves, don't they? Let's be honest. I think the others pick themselves. If everyone is fit, by the way, because a few things can change. Let's just go with everyone who we think is going to be fit and available. So Ben White. I'm also going to go, where is he? Going to come up? He's not going to come up. Why is he not going to come up? Why is Gabriel not coming up? Why is that? You know, anyway. Right, we'll get back to him because I don't want to hold you down on that one. And then this is the one. This is the one, people. Who would you play at right back? Talk to me. Who would you play at right back? Come on, in the chat. Who would you play? You would start. Some people would start, obviously, Ramsdale. Chris has put the Chinese boys' work permit has now. Surely the work permit has come now. Surely the work permit has come now. But why does Gabriel not come up in the? Let's have a look. Why does Gabriel not come up? Let's put his last name in. Let's put his last name in. You're going to go for Tommy. Everyone's going for Tommy. Everyone's going for Tommy. But for whatever reason, I can't find Gabby. That is strange. That is strange. I can't find Gabby. Yo, people coming in the chat. Really do appreciate it. Can anyone tell me Why I can't find Gabby, where are you, son? On my formations. Why can't I find him? That's strange. Anyway, he's not on here. Can't find him. Curtis Raid, everyone's coming over 27, boom, boom, boom. So listen, so Gabby's not coming up on my, I don't know why he's not coming up. So Tommy, I'm going to go Tomiyasu. All right. Dave Fox is saying that obviously he would like Ben White at right back, and Gunadan is saying Magales. Yeah, but I've put that in a couple of times and it's not working, people. Gabby's not working. Not working. I do not know why. Not coming up. It's not coming up. Why is that? Let's put his full name in. Still nothing. That's strange. Isn't that strange? That's wound me up, that has wound me up. Anyway, he's not coming up. So Tomiyasu, we're going to go Tomiyasu. WhatsApp Curtis Fran. Why WhatsApp him? What's he doing? Don't know what Curtis is doing. Oh, have you spoke to him already, Craig? Let me know. So we're going to go Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu. Surely he comes up. Hey, Tomiyasu's coming up. So I'm going to go that. The reason the centre back is not in because for some reason, obviously Gabby's not coming up on my crate formation. So I think the for itself. Let's try again. Let's try again and see if we can find him. Can we find Gabby? Any Gabby? Hey, we found him. We found him, peeps. There we go. I think it's self-explanatory, innit? Faulty software. I just think it's me. I'm classed as old in this game, aren't I, boys? I'm classed as old in this game. So, I didn't know you could scroll down. 34 in the chat. I hope everyone has had a magnificent week. That's the main reason, the main focus, and make sure you have a great weekend, regardless of what Arsenal do. So I think that's self-explanatory. Some people will go Ramsdale. Tell me reasons why you would go Ramsdale. Let me know, would you disagree? Terence is saying he would put White, obviously, right centre-back, same as Tomiyasu. Interesting. Gunnar Vettel is laughing because he's saying scroll down from like an old man. When you tell your kids something, or your kids have to tell you something. Randy's put Tavares at left back. Turney has been playing crap. Give Nuno a chance. Chris has put it's too hot for me. ABC's put Fran. Can you confirm Chelsea is a bigger club in Europe? Well, they are, aren't they? At the moment, of course they are. You can't argue. You can't argue with that. At the end of the day, they are doing better than Arsenal at the moment, which makes them bigger in the present moment. Over history, no, but at the moment they are a bigger club than obviously Arsenal. If they was on the other side of if they was on the right side of London, then everyone would be going crazy that they are. Fran, the old man. Andy Williams is coming. He's put Arteta has had 20 months. His job shouldn't be based on the next few games. If he scrapes a few results, what does it mean all over? He would have to completely transform us to earn a bit of trust. And I fully agree. I fully agree. I 100% fully agree. But unfortunately, owners and that won't see that. So, right then, I'm going to go, because I think it's the obvious one, that we're going to go, that he's going to go Kieran Tierney, okay? I think he's going to go Kieran Tierney. Now, do I think he should play Kieran Tierney for this very important game? I think he has to. I think he has to, because it's an absolute must-win game. He has to. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Obviously, we're going to play two holding midfielders and Odegaard in there. So we'll just do him as a free. So Partey's back. Okay, Partey's back. So we know he's in there. We also know Odegaard, all right, is in there. Well, I don't know why Odegaard's not in there, but let's put. It should come up. Yeah. Any chance? Any chance, people? Does it not recognize it? Because I've got to do a Norwegian. We've got to do a Norwegian one. Here we are. It's come up. So we know that Martin Odegaard's in there as well. So you got Partey and you got Martin Odegaard. I don't think people would not argue with that. The next one is interesting. Now, Xhaka's got COVID, or he's not even in the country. I believe Elneny's not available. Someone said that has obviously picked up something. So I don't think he's available. And I heard that Sambi Lokonga's not available as well. So it can only be Maitland-Niles in there. Surely it could only be him in centre midfield. Because now Arteta's saying that he wanted to keep him around. Arteta's saying that he's going to have a chance to prove himself in the squad, etc. Who else can play in there? Because I don't even think anyone else is available. If that's the case. ESR, Chris is saying, you put ESR in there. Tobias is saying no Ramsdale. No, I don't think Leno's done anything wrong to be dropped. So I think that would be unfair to put Ramsdale in if Leno has, by the way, saved us from being embarrassed in the last 2 or 3 games, which he doesn't deserve anything to be dropped. Yeah, ESR's ill, Chris. Yeah, Tobias is saying, just seen that. ESR is ill. Fran, I believe Lokonga was training today. I did see a picture of Lokonga training today. So maybe Lokonga might be fit. So I'm going to go for Lokonga, right? But because I was going to change it, I'm going to go for Maitland-Niles. Okay? Still got him, obviously, as Anderlecht or whatever. So I was going to go for Maitland-Niles because I don't think no one else is going to be was available. Obviously, we've got some serious injuries in the midfield, but if he trains, I think that they will push him. Lokonga, like you say, Partey and Odegaard. I think Partey will bring a much more stability. Yes, we know that he's had a bad time with injuries at the moment. He's never really had injuries before he came here, but we know that he's going to have bad injuries. But Partey and Lokonga will be the first time because a lot of people, Tobias has mentioned it here, a lot of people want to see this partnership. I think it will be good. I'm just not getting gassed or overexcited about it. I think it will be good, but I'm not buzzing. I'm not buzzing about it. Maybe that's because I've been let down so many times by Arteta and this squad. I'm not too sure, but I'm not absolutely buzzing about it. But I think that's the best partnership in midfield. And obviously Odegaard above them. That's the best 3, I believe, that we've got in centre midfield. That's the best 3. And then up top, again, I think it's self-explanatory. This kid needs to step up. This kid, right? This kid needs to step up. Now, my only concern is, I don't know whether I'd play him on the... I would probably, to be fair, you know what? I would play him on the right. I would play Pepe on the right. I don't think he does well with Tierney. So I think Pepe might have a little bit more of a license if he has Tomiyasu behind him. Tomiyasu is going to be a little bit more solid. So I've gone for Pepe, and like you say, I don't think we could choose anyone else apart from obviously Saka, wherever he is. It's not Wan-Bissaka, I can tell you that. Bakayoko, should I say, not Bakayoko. Yeah, I think the thing is with Saka, Saka's still got a long way to go. He's a nice kid. He seems nice off the pitch. He gets a lot of love from fans, from the opposition's fans, and he will put a shift in. Now, the last game, he was a disgrace. It was a disgrace the last time. He left Tierney completely exposed. He was lazy. Some would say he wasn't fit, Fran. I get that, okay? But I give him a benefit of the doubt because he's young. But last game he was shocking. So he really, really needs to step up. A lot of them need to step up. Let's be honest. Tomiyasu is his debut. We know he's going to be excited. Gabby and White are going to play together. My only concern is White. but it's against Norwich. Tierney, and then Saka needs to show a little bit more, maybe similar to what the kind of freedom has been doing with England. Lokonga, we know, has got decent. We know he's decent. Can get a lot better, obviously. Partey, we know he's the best midfielder that we've got at the club when playing right. Odegaard's the most creative in that position. Pepe, we know, has the ability to cause problems, but needs more this season. Gets decent goals, but we need more assists. We need more contributions. And then for me, it's got to be, we know who's got to be down the middle. Let's be honest, because even when he's bad, he's still the best striker we've got at the football club. So that's what I would go for. Buenos Aires is saying, oh, by the way, thanks to the people who got back to me about the little American channel. There's 4 or 5 already, so we're going to get in there and might even try and do it Sunday night. So I've messaged you back. I have emailed you back. Buenos Aires has put no, Maitland-Niles of Sambi isn't 100%. Don't rush him. True, but I think he has to get his best team out there. He has to get his best team out there. I like Pepe on the right, bro. Yeah, I think he's got to go on the right. Pepe has not proven himself. Now, he's got a long way to go, Jameson, I can tell you that. Curve Glass has put, we reach crisis when we can't easily choose a team to play Norwich at crazy times. 100%. Saka needs to step up. Bernard, thanks for popping in. He's put, Pepe carries a real threat against a dodgy Norwich defense. Yeah, listen, if Pepe don't do anything against the likes of Norwich's and teams like that, then we might as well forget it, because he has the ability. He has the ability to cause a lot of problems. We know he can do little things, but he just doesn't do the other side of the game, which is annoying. And someone say, but Fran, I know what you're saying. He just doesn't do that. He never did it in France. It's not part of his game. Ease off him and let him keep going forward. 100% agree with you. But I need to see just a little bit more of a fight. Just a little bit more of a fight. 47 in the chat. Absolutely love it, people. Fair play to each and every one of you. And again, I hope you've had a very, very good week. Darren has said, Arteta has to go with the team if all the players are available. He's got to go with his strongest team. He's got to play. He's got to go. He's saying rest Saka and play Balogun. I'm not sure. Gabigol. I'm not sure who you've gone for, Buenos Aires there. Because I don't know who I would. I wouldn't. That's the team that I would go with. Buenos Aires. What time is it where you are? 10:23. Anthony Williams has put. It's shocking how much Martinelli has gone backwards under this manager. How did you find Gabriel Fran? Oh, mate, listen. You can scroll down, old man. So I scrolled down. Spent about 20 minutes trying to find it. Hey, listen. Oh, honestly. Oh, mate, Martinelli. Yeah, listen, I don't know what's happening with Martinelli. Maybe it's just not the place for him. Maybe it's just not the place for him. He's clearly not happy. Oh, Martinelli, I thought you misspelled it, Buenos Aires. Sorry, mate. I thought you misspelled it. Because when you say Gabby, we know it's Gabby. When you say, I say Martinelli. Honestly, people, you got to stop confusing me with all these names. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple, Buenos Aires. Come on. You can't have 2 Gabbies in the squad. Don't you live in the UK, friend? Yeah, I'm in the UK. Yeah. I moved back from Dubai recently, about 5 months ago. So I'm back in the UK now. For how long? I'm not sure. I like the sun, and I like more of a chilled life. England's full of drama. Full of drama. And even if you don't want to be involved in it, it's full of drama. Davies put, you can play 3 at the back if you have the right manager, system, or philosophy. Also personnel, which we do not have. Fran lives in Hollywood. Hey, listen, I wish I did live in Hollywood. I told you, my missus won't allow us to move to America. She said this. She's scared of America. So it might take me a few years to get to America. I could tell you that. A bit of convincing. But listen, I would love to play a 3 at the back. I'd love to play a 3 centre halves, 2 flying wing backs. 3-5-2. But he's not going to play a 2 up front. He's not going to play that way, which is, a bit of a pity, because I think a 3 would work better, would work a lot better for him. Franny's getting older. Modern language confuses him. Yeah, listen, I've had to change the way I speak about 10 times, remember, from hood to street to football to radio to moving to Dubai to back here to now YouTube. I've had to change the way I speak, you know, so many different times. San Francisco, Rogie saying San Francisco, what a place. Arsenal going. Are you going to the game tomorrow? No, I'm doing BBC Radio tomorrow. So I'm at Sheffield United tomorrow, doing the commentary for that game for the Peterborough. Sheffield United against Peterborough. So no, I very, very rarely go to the games, Arsenal game. But to be fair, to be honest with you, one, I always used to play, so I couldn't really get to the games. And then second of all, I refuse to put money into the club while what is going on. So you really see me. Sometimes what we might do in the future is organize like a meetup in and around the game, which would be a good idea, I think. So we will see. Batistute was scoring machine, hence the goal in Batty goal nickname. Listen, Batistuta was a baller, absolute baller. If you talk about centre forwards, what a centre forward. David's put, oh, you're lying. I coach for Sheffield United. See you there, maybe, bro. Yeah. How do you coach for Sheffield United? Yeah, I'll be there. Probably get there about, what time do I normally get there? We go on here about 2. I'll probably get there about 12:30. You may see me vlogging a little bit at the stand because I put up some little vlogs when I do commentary on the channel. So if you are around, try and get on the vlog, David. You can't miss me. Listen, big white teeth, beard. You can't miss me. Yes, Fran, anything less than 3 points, Arteta must face a sack. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And Chris has put, my son lives in South Chicago, and so far he has had no problem. South Chicago is called Chirac for obvious reasons. Listen, like I say, it's one thing I'm going to try and persuade my wife to, eventually, if we ever get the chance to move to America. Like I say, a coaching job would be quite decent, a little part-time to get me over there, because I know it's quite hard to get over there. Curve Glass has put, Fran, let's have your insight into the Norwich team. Listen, you know what? When it comes to the Norwich team, I'm going to be honest. They have a few players that I like. Sky Bet are offering 11-2 on Norwich win. Wow. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, people? That would be crazy, wouldn't it? That would be absolutely crazy. Let me just get rid of that for you because we're going to run over that as well. Let's just get rid of that. Here we are. So people. Norwich team. How can I put it when it comes to the Norwich team? We know they could be a threat if they grow into the game, okay? They're not mugs. As much as they've got this roller coaster, you know, up and down, up and down, up and down, we know that they're not mugs, right? If the likes of Pookie are playing, etc. Obviously, what's his name from Chelsea? Young boy went in midfield. Oh, what's his name again? I can't remember, but he's good on the ball. I don't know if he's playing. Little Scottish kid. What's his name? You'll know his name in the chat. Gilmore is his name? Something like that? I can't remember. Anyway, good little footballer. He could be a problem. Yeah, Gilmore, that's him. He could be a problem. He likes to get on the ball, but I don't know if he's fit. I don't know a lot about their injuries, of what they're going to obviously go with. Cantrell's good. We know he's good. I like the way that he plays. Very, very energetic. Very, very energetic. So they're not bad on the ball. And Pookie could cause a problem if he's playing because he likes to play off the shoulder. He's very, very clever as well. Very, very clever. Last time he came up to the Premier League, he didn't get a lot of goals, and people were saying, yeah, but Fran, he didn't score a lot of goals. I see him. He was in a bad team at the time. And it's like Ivan Toney. How many goals is Ivan Toney going to score if he stays at Brentford, and Brentford are not going to score a lot of goals? Whereas if Pookie was at Southampton or Aston Villa, I think he would get 15, 20 goals when he's fit. So I think they're going to be not a walkover, but like you say, the likes of Cantwell, the likes of Gilmore, the likes of Pookie, Max Aarons, all will be thinking, listen, we should be playing for the likes of Arsenal. At the end of the day, Arsenal are bottom of the league. We are actually above them at the moment going into this game. So we shouldn't underestimate them, just like Jameson is saying, but we have surely got too much. Surely I've got too much for Norwich at home when the pressure's on. Our backs are against the wall, and Arteta's got near enough 90% his strongest team. Surely we have to win this game. I mean, surely. And there's put, I can see it happening. Arsenal push up too far, too many, and get sucker punched on the counter attack. I mean, surely, listen, I wouldn't be shocked, but I'd be thinking, wow, he has to get the sack. I hope Arsenal don't ruin my Saturday. Gonna watch Shang-Chi after. Nice, Rashid. James has also put, let's not underestimate Norwich. The we're going to win it. The will not make it easy for us. No, they're not going to make it easy for us. Who's their keeper now? Is it not Cruel? Was he in goal last game? I can't remember. Who's in goal for them. There can't be no excuses come fight. There's no excuses. I don't care if he starts blaming the ref, if he starts blaming the wind. There is no excuses where we should be losing this game. Even if someone gets sent off and we've got 10 men, right, because of a bad decision or a bad decision, there is no way that we should be losing this game. If it goes wrong, you regroup, you get yourself in positions, job done. Surely, we should not be losing or drawing this game. I think we'll win comfortably, and most people do. It's going to be cruel for Arsenal if we lose. Florida. OPO's put, guys, I know we're going to win, but we are going to have a tough season. Love straight out of Uganda. Big respect, obviously global. I love it when people get in from all over the world. Really do appreciate it. Any Arsenal opposition can beat us because nobody fears us. I think you've got very, very, very good foundations and substance in that comment. Nobody fears us. Nobody fears us. And that is a problem. That is a problem. Would you accept a defeat if it confirms that Arteta gets the sack? 100%. And I don't think no one would disagree. Ty will blame the rain. Hey, listen, Ty is a character, isn't he? He's a character, I know that. I don't want to hear waffling Arteta if we lose or draw. Unbelievable. I think Ryan sent me an email. He sent me a picture of this Rick Ross thing that's going around, but he's added so many more graphics to it. It's absolutely hilarious. I think Curtis got it as well. Fran, I feel a run of wins coming because we have healthy squad 5 in a row. Yeah, and that's what saves his job. Arsenal tax, most teams will feel that they can push us and see what happens. In Curtis's live stream today, Kevin Campbell said opposing fans used to fear us in the Highbury days. Yeah, well, listen, history settings with Kev. History settings. OPO is that nobody fears us or we fear every team now. I don't think we fear teams, to be honest. I think we're quite confident. I think our biggest worry and our biggest problem is ourselves. We are in our own way. We are in our own minds, especially now because we've had a bad start, the publicity, the fans now being back in the stadiums, etc. We are now our biggest energy. We fear ourselves more than the opposition. And on the other channel, by the way, I'm going to do a video on self-love and things like that and fear, maybe over the weekend. So look out for that one. Green Mind. If you've not subscribed to that, make sure you go and subscribe to that. Green Mind with a Y. And when I speak about that, he's saying that people are in the way. We are in the way of our own success. We are sabotaging our own success by not being collective and coming together. Now, I understand there's a lot of problems in that dressing room. It seems like this international break may have helped us, air our dirty laundry and address the elephant in the room at times with this squad. I hope so. And we will know by tomorrow. We will know by the energy levels. We will know by the enthusiasm. We will know by the hunger, the communication, and the body language of the players if that has been addressed in the dressing room. I can tell you that. We have no spine, Opio is saying. Charles is saying that we have no spine. Much love from Kenya. Big up, big respect from the African connection. Davies put, I just want to play the Arsenal way and feel we've lost a lot of that identity. We don't have the Arsenal way no more because we're not good enough, David, unfortunately. James has put, what if our Arteta project works out? Will you still want him out, Fran? No, of course not. If it works, because I want us to win, okay? I don't want us to just win Norwich and beat Burnley and then everyone forgets about what's going on and he's still doing the wrong things. But if it starts to work, if all the players are back and it starts to work and we start to see progression, because that's what we're looking for, and we start to see progression and we see confidence and we see a deliberate way of wanting to play, I'll back him. I'm open-minded. You know me. I'm very, very, try to be unbiased. I try to give balance. it's not fair if a man is doing what he said he was doing eventually that you want him out. So, no, I will back him. If you want to move to a stress-free place, come to Israel. I live in Israel. I can promise you there's zero stress. Yeah, Bali as well. You might see me in Bali in some hut. Be nice. Don't think my son will be happy in some hut. I don't know if he get bored. Then again, I could just throw him in the jungle style like Mowgli. He'll be buzzing with that. But Arsenal's biggest problem is that the players have no confidence in Arteta's style and tactics. 100%. They don't agree with what's going on. Greg has put, do you think the team has quit on Arteta, or do you think his tactics are being forced on players who don't fit in? What I think there, Greg, is I think initially at the beginning of the season, he wants to play a certain way, and the availability of certain players has not allowed him to play that way. But he has still implemented that on the players who are not good enough, and they can't do it. The second squad, the fringe players, are not good enough to play the way that Arteta wants to play, and they lost belief because they're not good enough. You know what it's like. If we start something and we lose belief, you really have to take time away. You have to come away from it and try and evaluate of where you're going wrong and kind of go back to basics. And I think that was the problem. The international break has now really helped him, because these other players who do have the ability to play that way, I think now will come into the squad and enjoy what Arteta is asking them to do. Not sure about Aubameyang. I'm not sure about a couple of people with certain personalities, but I do think some players now will try and get the ball and play. And we will see tomorrow. Tomorrow is a big test mentally for everyone. So we will see. Mia Shaka's put, Arteta is a fraud. It's going to get peak before we see improvement. Listen, will we beat the big teams? No. I do not think we will beat the big teams. We didn't last year. We had the odd result here, there, and everywhere, but we didn't have consistency. We didn't have the mental strength, and we didn't have a good enough squad to go the length. So we finished where we deserved to be finish. I can't see this season being any different from last season. And if we don't, then obviously it's not progression, is it? So then a question needs to be asked. So for me, it's all about, if we lose games, but we are playing good football and we are trying the right things, I don't have a problem as such, a big problem. I have a big problem when I don't see how football should be worked. As you know, I played football professionally for over 12, 13, 14 years. Been involved in it for over 25 years. Longer. So I know the game. I know dressing rooms. I know body language. I know mindsets. I know what you should and what you shouldn't do, especially now that I'm older and I'm out the game, learning from all those mistakes. We need to see progression. We need to see players wanting to play for Arteta. If we don't see that, that's when a manager loses the dressing room and he has to go. When he has his full squad, we will know and we will see if that is the case. When he had that depleted squad, it was very hard to judge. Very, very hard to judge. We will see from tomorrow. I have been Bali. Nice food, friendly people. Bali's unreal. Unbelievable place. I've got a few friends that live in Bali already. They rent out like villas in the rice fields and they just trade. It's unbelievable what they get up to. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Chris has got, what is the Arsenal way? If you remember that tick-attacker method, Dr. Wenger won as nothing. Arsenal was successful with fast attacking football. And it's right, isn't it? For me, I like tick-attacker. Love it. Think it's the best type of football. But I also like it when you have that element of you can break on people rather than just keeping the ball. I think that's what you need in it. Oh, Jack again, unbelievable. Big up, friends, sending good vibes and positivity. I love that. You know, it's all about the vibes. It's all about the energy. I'm not exactly crazy spiritual, but we have energy inside us. I told you we are a vessel full of energy that we need to pass on to the next person to make the world a better place. Sounds simple, but unfortunately, we've got it wrong as humans. I can tell you that. But appreciate the super chat, Jack. I'll leave it on for a little bit longer, mate, because you deserve that. I can see that. Craig has put, mentality is a big problem at Arsenal, big time. Seto's put, I think Arsenal sales, I think alcohol sales must have gone up amongst the Arsenal fans. I would love to have a bottle store near the stadium. I would be so rich. Listen, I don't know what it's like, whether it's a word thing, but in England, we have a serious problem with alcohol. So if you had something near the ground, you'd be making a killing. When Wenger was our manager, opposition's teams used to cheer if they faced us in the Champions League. I get that. We just weren't strong enough in the Champions League, but we were a good team. We were a force. We can't take that away. You know, I love the Arsene Wenger era. Davies put, by the Arsenal way is like when we had Keown, Adams, Vieira, Freddie, Henry, etc. We could outplay teams with faster attacks, but if they want to play rough, we could. Yeah, I mean, what a team. But yeah, football moves on. We just don't get that anymore. Sorry. Berners put, much of the fan base would have been happy with progress, but I'm wondering if it is all a little too late. Maybe. Munzi talks and wrestling. Oi, he's come in the chat. If you like wrestling, Munzi's got a channel, I believe, which is on wrestling as well. Make sure you give him a little follow. Check that out. Seto's put, Ronaldo is 12.5 million in the fantasy league. Is that ridiculous? He hasn't even played yet. Listen, it's Ronaldo. It's Ronaldo. What's the chances he's going to score on his debut? 85% probably. Big up Fran in the chat. Big up yourself, BK. 47 in the chat. We've had people nip in and out. Really do appreciate it. I know it's been a tough week. Breathe in, breathe out. Namaste. Listen, namaste. Namaste, people. Curve from Fran, I always play better when I was angry. I feel you may be the same. 100%. You know, it's quite funny actually because I was always angry. Chris will tell you. Chris used to watch me a lot when I played for Peterborough. Always angry. And the refs and the coaches say to me, Fran, that anger, that wanting to do well, that enthusiasm that you have is unreal. But you somehow need to change and channel that anger and make it into energy. And I could not figure it out. I tried everything. I never really used to meditate when I played. I was young. I was in my 20s. I was chasing women, cars, and nights out and bottles. I never really thought about, oh, I'll meditate. Oh, I'll start reading. Oh, I'll do yoga or Tai Chi and self-development. I never did that when I was playing. I thought I was Thierry Henry. And I was angry. I didn't take the time to work on anything. And then there was games where I thought, can I not get angry? Can I stay calm? But I completely lost my purpose. I completely lost my energy. I liked being in people's faces. I liked pinching people. I liked pulling people's shirts. You know, I liked it. I like smashing people and then getting up. When you're not angry, you try and stay calm. You ever tried meditating and then getting and going in a boxing ring? I mean, it would be quite hard, you know. It would be quite hard. So, yeah, I think you do have to have a little bit of anger. All of them do, but you've got to channel it. You've got to channel it. Fran, not going to lie, I'm a bit excited to see a full squad at it. I'm excited for tomorrow. I am. Fran Curtis asked Turkish and Kev, does Wenger deserve a statue outside the Emirates? I think statues are giving out too much, aren't they? It's a hard one. It's a hard one. I wouldn't like to say, to be honest. I would say no. As much as I love Wenger, I would say no. Jack's put, at this point, we have to just hope things turn around. Surely these owners won't let us drop any further. Listen. They won't let it. If it continues to go down, they won't allow it to continue to go down. I can tell you that. That's why meditating helps so much. I meditate now daily. And then I've just started going yoga with my wife. I did a little bit of Tai Chi. I'm going to do it again. Obviously, it's a form of meditation, so it helps me. I meditate most days now, and it's excellent. Absolutely excellent. Fran Suarez. SK's put none of this pagan nonsense at Arsenal. Hey, well, listen, like you say, people, we have so much of a fan base that are in so many different directions. If there's ever a time that we need to come, it's a time that we need to come together and sort this business out. But we can't really do much except, obviously, try and create communities, try and create groups and help people along the way. Not help them, but trying to give them an understanding of what's actually going on behind the scenes at Arsenal. But listen, this is a good thing. If it continues, we know he's out. So it can't continue to get worse. It can only continue to get worse for a small amount of time, but it won't be for long. If not, that means it's going to get better and we're okay. Wenger doesn't want a statue. No, he wouldn't be that type of person. He wouldn't want one. Premier League's put Wenger deserves a statue. It's a touchy subject. It's a really touchy subject, but I don't think he would want one. You know, I don't think he would want one. The statue would get abused. Terrence has put to relax. I like to go down to the local Thai sauna for a relaxing massage. Yeah. That sounds heavenly now. That sounds heavenly right now. SK, have we got any chance of winning a cup? Yeah, listen, cup competitions, especially if after the Premier League play their reserves and kids in the Carabao or the FA Cup, we've got every chance. Friend, do you still play football? I'm 30 and played the other day and still recovering. At 30, I was fit as anything. To be fair, at 35, I was fit. And I'm still one of the fittest now, vets. Yeah, I play vets football. We played last week. I notched a nice one-on-one, got a couple of assists. And then we've got a game this Sunday as well, afternoon, vets again. But also Sunday morning, my friend has a team for, God bless, someone that we know passed away at like 21. So they've started a team. They've started a team from the ends for one of him. So for a team for him. So I may play 2 games on Saturday. So I do not know how long I will recover. But on Tuesday, I've got yoga with the wife. So I'm hoping by Tuesday I've recovered. So we will see. But yeah, you got to stretch. You got to stretch and do your yoga and you'll be fine. Chris has put, yes, I can confirm Fram used to pull nunchucks out his shorts when annoyed, attacked several players. Chris has watched me many a times over the years in my early 20s. And so there you go, people. James has put, this Arsenal team right now is perfect. Now I'm getting why Edu was insisting about planning for the future. Listen, we've got this team now. We've got some potential players in there that could easily break us and make sure we get that top six, okay? It's just have we get the right manager. And now the proof is in the pudding. We will see now whether he is a good coach, because he has now got the team that he wants. I think he maybe wants 1 or 2 more additions, but he has now got the team that he wants. And now we'll see whether this building business is going to work. But you have to get results on the pitch against teams that you're expected to beat, and at least put a challenge in the teams that you're not expected to beat, rather than getting rolled over like a kid in a playground. Then we will be all say, okay, Arteta may not be the man, but we will back him because we see progress. You know? Army's put, hi, Fran, I hope Arsenal win. I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow. The good, you know what I've noticed? You know what I've got? The good vibe is tomorrow. I think people are looking forward to it. And not many people have been allowed to think like that or have that freedom in a very, very long time. Fran is going in 2 games in a day. Ice bath settings. Ice bath settings. Don't talk about ice baths. I used to hate ice baths. We used to have wheelie bins at the side of training, especially pre-season, and straight from training you used to have to jump in a wheelie bin. So your body was running around sweating, you was cooking, you had to jump straight in a wheelie bin. And you know, if there's any amazing females in the chat, you may not know this, but when a man gets in an ice bath, as soon as it hits the area, teabag, it sends shivers through your whole body. It's like, oh, yeah. As soon as it hits the teabag, we are finished, people. So any ladies in the chat, apologies if the word offends you, but it's just a bit of banter. So my apologies. So more Diego Costa. Yeah, definitely more Diego Costa than Gary Lineker. I mean, Gary Lineker was the nicest footballer I've ever seen. Was Bruce Lee 5 or 6 midget actor and not a real fighter? I've got no idea, but I used to love him. What was your diet like when you was playing? It's better now because obviously I don't burn as many calories now, but most of the time you eat pastas, your potatoes, your veg, your chicken back then, your fishes. But because you're training every day, I would bang out KFC when I used to eat meat and McDonald's and takeaways 3-4 times a week sometimes. So because you would probably burn off 1,000 calories a day. So realistically, it didn't matter whatever you ate, it would just drop off you. And I'm quite blessed, as in I have that West Indian, you know, African ancestry gene where my metabolism is just ridiculously fast. So I'm still lean now. So, you know, and when you're working hard as well in the football, you can kind of eat what you wish. But if you want who puts weight on, then just watch what you eat. But you should eat well anyway. I'm going plant-based probably in about a month. My wife's not happy, but I'm going to try plant-based. So no meat whatsoever. No meat. I don't eat meat anyway, but no fish either. 54 in the chat. Each and every one of you, big respect. I send my love and blessings to you and your families. Buenos Aires is saying he's worried about tomorrow. I'm not sure I'm worried. Smash the likes, people. Bernard's put TT White, Gabriel, Saliba to come makes a possible back three in the style of Conte. Tierney made it. Yeah, would work. I think it would work. Would you start, obviously, Tommy? I think I would. Everyone's laughing, obviously, my analogy of the tea bag in the ice bath. These stories are great. Arsenal Gooners put, do football a diet video one day, Fran. I could do. Maybe we should do it on the football channel. Maybe something where we've not got a lot to talk about. We should maybe have a little chat about, what you should eat in the mornings, what you should eat after. I mean, it's quite straightforward. It really is. It's just like going to the gym if you want to lose certain calories. Because a lot of it is explosive training. So, there's a lot of energy stuff. But yeah, it's a good idea. Terence has put, that's why some footballers struggle after football with their weight. Yeah, because you have to eat better when you change football. Because you do put the pounds on. No matter how good your system is, you're going to put pounds on if you're not burning the 1,500 calories a day. Just football, and then you're going to burn more. But a lot of footballers, I played a Vets game the other day. I played a charity game for Gary Birtles, one of the Forest legends. His wife sadly passed away. And we did a charity match, and there was Clinton Morrison, Andy Reid, Kevin Nolan, Kevin Keegan, obviously he's a lot older now, Nigel Clough, Des Walker, who was absolutely ripped. The guy who does Sky Sports, you'll see him on Sky Sports News. A couple of Emmerdale actors were there, Marlon Harewood, and everyone you could see had put a 2 stone on. Some of them had pregnant bellies. And it's because if you don't eat right, and you're not trained every day, you can have a problem, aren't you? You're going to have a problem. Davies put, ice bath story too funny. It's effective but painful. Listen, I got we got a little £2 off the tea bag story, but the ice bath, by the way, unbelievable. Like I always say, super chats. I understand it only be maybe a little bit of money, but I still appreciate each and every one of people that do super chat, and yourself when you're obviously in the chat, because I understand that, money is hard to come by in this world. It doesn't matter if someone's wealthy or it doesn't matter if someone's not. Money is hard to come by. So I appreciate each and every one of you in relation to that. But the ice baths, they work though. Join the plant-based gang. You know what I struggle with, BK? What to eat. But recently my missus has been on this program, and she's been cooking for me as well. So if I stick to a plant-based program, I think I'll be okay. Panther Power, big up Fran. Yeah, we need that Panther Power. Road to 10K, let's go, people. 5K, we're going to do membership. A lot of you have been asking already. 10K, we don't know where we're going to be, but let's just keep going, enjoy this journey of life and see where it takes us. You got any hidden talents, Fran, like breakdancing or disco or singing? I'm one of those guys I think have got all the talents when really haven't. But any hidden talents? I don't know. Used to breakdance back in the day, cardboard in the garden with the stereo, which you could only press forward on. You couldn't rewind it. So I used to play on that. So, yeah, I'm one of those. I think I've got talents in everything, but, one thing I can't do is sing. I can tell you that. I cannot sing. But, I like doing a lot of things. I like to push myself, to be fair. I really do. Terence has put, since I became 40, belly grown, had to cut out the fast foods and hit the gym. Yeah, it will. As you get older, the slower it gets. So you've got to get better as you get older, which gets harder, So just walking and eating the right foods will lose your weight. Calorie deficit will eat less calories than you're supposed to burn, and you'll just lose weight. You'll lose weight sleeping. Do you think Abry's getting old, or is he just not getting effective midfield to give him the ball? He's not at the age yet where I would be concerned. 32, 33. You do start to slow down, but you don't get really slow. Vardy, I didn't get slow until, well, I'm not slow now, but for Vets football, I'm one of the fastest for Vets football, but I didn't lose my yard until about 34. So, I went from 100 meters in about 12, just under 12, to 100 meters in 13 and a half. 100 meters now, probably 13 probably 13 and a half. It's not bad. I'm 42. Well, not 42 yet. I'm 41. So I don't think he's going to slow down yet, no. Sports Genius, Fran, did you ever meet Ravel Morrison? What happened to him? I never met him, but obviously I've known about him for a very long time. But it's just mindset thing. It's just a mindset thing. His background. And sometimes people do not want to change. You got to remember, we can all sit there and want to change. I said I wanted to change 15 years ago. It took me till 5 years ago to change. So I wasted 10 years of saying I was going to change. Then you have to put the action in. You have to realize. Chris was, I was saying was on about, the other channel where I was on about change and you should do things, etc. and things like that. You need that moment of, wow, something needs to change. Otherwise, you don't change. You ever notice people's stories? It's either heartache, financial worries, an addiction that takes them to the bottom, an illness where they nearly die. They're the moments where we change, where we are sick and tired or something scares us. And I think with Ravel Morrison, he never got that moment. He never got that moment. He may get it now. He's still got an opportunity to do well. He may get it now. He's at Derby. He's got an opportunity. The club's in a little bit of turmoil, but he may have got that moment now. And I hope it is, because he's one player I was sad to not make the heights. He's the best kid I've seen. Breakdancing back in the day, mate, was unbelievable. Crisscross will make you jump. Crisscross will make you jump. Unbelievable. NWA, Kango fisherman hat, full Adidas tracksuit, shell toes. What? A little pager on the side. I thought it was the G back then. FN, Fran, what striker should we sign next year to replace Laka? Oh, we need a young, quick, hungry centre forward. That's what we need. Couldn't name one at the moment. Not a lot available, is there? Kane is slowing now. Not as quick as he was. I did notice that the other day. I don't know whether that's because it's got to him, but I did notice Kane for England was poor, even though he scored. Interesting. He's had a long emotional and mental and physical year, should I say. 1980 Terence, yeah. Ronaldo is 36, can go until 40. Yeah, some players like Ryan Giggs. Ronaldo now, for example, can't beat a man. You see, he won't really beat a man. He's got that sharp movement, but he doesn't have the 3-4 yards after that. But he stays central and gets the goals. Jack is coming again. Jack must have got paid. It's end of the week. Can't stick around too long, too sadly. Enjoy the rest of the day, mate. And big up everyone in the chat. Love the support, Jack, as always. Really, really do. I cannot believe it. I've just looked up and it's nearly an hour. I did say we'll be only 30 minutes and we've not spoken about the rest of the Premier League. So let's move on now to the rest of the Premier League, people, because we've just been talking the whole time. So quickly, I'm going to share this with you. Let's go through the Premier League games. So we have got Crystal Palace, who we want Crystal Palace to win this game. That's your first game this week, 12:30. We'll see what Spurs are about. As we know, Spurs are 100% record at the moment. But I think that will come unstuck. Kane, like someone said, looks a little bit like he has slowed down a little bit, and I think the whole thing has got to him. Then we move on to, so I think that's going to be a draw. Palace against Spurs, I think it's going to be a draw. Palace have found a little bit about them. Arsenal against Norwich, we spoke about for forever. Arsenal 3-1. Brentford against Brighton. Tough game for Brentford. Brighton will fancy this. I'm going to go for a draw. Ivan Toney will score, hopefully. Leicester, Man City. Very, very hard game. Hard one to call, to be honest. I think it's going to be a hard one to call. I think Leicester will be very, very up for this game. I think their tempo could get them on the break. It's going to be a tricky game. Man City could struggle to break them down, but I'm going to go Man City 2-1. But that's going to be a very, very hard game. Man United, Newcastle, I'm going to go Man United. I'm going to go Cristiano Ronaldo to score on his debut if he is fit. Man United win. Southampton, West Ham. West Ham win, I'm going to go for at Southampton. Watford against Wolverhampton, Wanderers. I'm going to go for a draw, and I'm going to go for a Chelsea win against Villa 3-0. 1-0 against Villa. That's what I'm going to go for. What have a few of you already said in the chat? Let me have a look what you've gone for, people. A few have mentioned, I thought Kane was slow in the Euros. Chris has put Stanley Matthews playing till he was 50 back then. It's good to talk BT settings, by the way. We can talk in this chat, can't we? Brighton, Brentford draw, Wolves win. Big up Emma, by the way, who has got to the US final. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. She's got to the US final. Spurs to beat Palace. A few of you have gone for, I've gone for a draw, haven't I? I said a draw, didn't I? Etc. Wolves win. Norwich to beat Arsenal, Premier League has said. Interesting. What we're saying, Leicester against Man City, people. I've gone for a Man City win, but I think that's going to be tough. I think that's going to be very, very tough, people. I really do. I really, really do. Interesting. Leicester, you're going for Leicester. Leicester, Southampton win. Man City win. Man City win. 2-1, 2-2. Entire football industry wants Norwich to win. I think they do. I think they do, people. I think they do. I think everyone wants them to win. Oh. Interesting, interesting. Good luck to Emma. Right then, people. Right, she is a goon as well. Right then, people. I'm going to obviously love you and leave you forever. Not forever, for this evening, should I say, later on today. Again, I will do a vlog tomorrow. I'll get that up Monday, just about the little bit of commentary. If you like those games, go and check them out. Also, I'm going to get a Green Mind video up in the next couple of days, just on self-love, just a quick chat with all you beautiful people in the community. And then we won't be no watch-alongs because I'll be busy all weekend with the work and football. But I will pop in the community. Make sure you look out for the community. And I hope each and every one of you has a great night and weekend. Like you say, you can always reach out to me in the community. No problem whatsoever if you've got anything to say to me. But I really do appreciate each and every one of you. We got through a load of comments today. Absolutely unbelievable. And I will see you all probably tomorrow, or not, or sometime over the weekend, okay? Enjoy the game tomorrow if I don't see you, and you take care.